Yeah,
on that.
absolutely.
Harriet Spring is one of the many people who has shared her story with us over the years. She lost $1.6 million to a scammer. Harriet, thanks for being with us once again. Why should the banks be the ones financially responsible for scams?
Without skin in the game, they're never going to pick up their socks. They answer to the shareholders. They don't answer to their customers. So unless they're on the hook for reimbursing, they're never going to improve their systems or improve the outcomes for customers. It's just not in their interest. And in fact, they're almost disincentivised to improve their protection on scams because they make a profit from it. The more people have to borrow because they've had money stolen, the more interest the banks earn.
Since we last spoke, though, the government has passed the Scams Protection Framework Act. What did you think of that?
Yeah, look, it's better than nothing. That's great. But not only will you have to take on the banks as a victim, but you're up against the telcos and the meta transnationals. I mean, talk about David versus Goliath asymmetry. There's also a suggestion in the SPF that smaller banks will be held to a lower standard. So what, if you bank with a smaller bank, you don't deserve the same protection?
Harriet, we've been speaking to you about this for a while. Some things have not changed. For example, your glasses, still spectacular.
Fantastic.
And I suspect that will never change.
Thank you.
I have, however, noticed some changes. Just as a customer, like as a consumer, I've noticed banks seem to be doing certain things a bit better. For example, when I try to send money now, I get a lot more warnings or verifications than I reckon I would have got even 6 months ago. I don't know if you've noticed the same thing, but if so, has that made you optimistic?
Optimistic and also pessimistic. Yeah, it's great. But yet again, they're putting the onus on the victim. It's almost like they prompt you with questions to say, have you checked? Have you checked? Because if you say yes, it's entirely on you. So in a way, you could be cynical and think, well, are they just making sure that the liability firmly remains far away from them, or are they introducing protections? I don't know. I'd like to think that the banks are good guys, but from my experience, I'm kind of a bit disillusioned on that front.
I think we all are in that respect, Harriet, but I would like to echo Waleed's point that your glasses do look spectacular. So thank you so much for holding up the fashion end of the bargain, because Sam is dragging it very low with his top hat on.
I have you know, I'm dressed as a 1930s banker, and I've travelled through time, and I'm disgusted at the state of the industry now. My colleagues would not stand for this scam
Thank you,
stuff.
I appreciate that.
Well, OK, Harriet, I guess to sum everything up here, why do you think the idea is so crazy that Prime Minister Margot Robbie would marry me?
You're asking dressed like that?
Is it the hat? I think it could be the hat. Is it the hat?
No comment. I'll claim the fifth.
I think could I borrow your glasses? I think that could
Yeah, that's it.
I think that might give you the edge. That might give you the edge.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's how you complete the 1930s
Yes,
option.
yes,
Bring it
Margot,
into
we're
the
going
now.
back in time to when everything was great.
All right, Harriet, thank you so much for your time once again.